Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Sit as Paramashiva. Inhale and exhale deeply with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Visualize, meditate, connect with him. He is a living, alive being. Drop your form into his form and dissolve. Remember, you are a Sarupya Mukta, means your form is dissolved into his form. All my disciples, now I am initiating Salokya Mukti, Samipya Mukti, Sarupya Mukti, Sayujya Mukti. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam.
Sorry for the technical glitch. Nithyananda. 。  . 。  。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om N
Yes, I'm sorry for the confusion. Um, yes. So I welcome all the participants all around the world to this yet another life transforming housing session of the second points of Hinduism Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Every day, all of us are having extraordinary experiences, receiving the lessons and nurturings from it, and not to forget about all the amazing lessons and rules that the participants of Mahaparasham recently avoid every day. And in the same space of gratitude, and we want to also share about all the contributions that Swamiji has done in reviving the 21 kingdoms or 21 Hindu kingdoms. And Swamiji is the second chapter of Hinduism, and he is the Guru Mahatma and the emperor of 21 Hindu Samarajyas. Every day we are all looking into one of the contributions to one of the Hindu kingdoms. And today we will be looking into the contributions of Kailasa Parampara, Mahanirvani Akhada. Yes. Akhadas is a tall and amorphous living group of sampradayas can be said to have a structure. The structure in Hinduism comes in the form of akhadas. The apex body of Hinduism, then this apex body of Hinduism that constitutes all the monastic order of Hinduism, everything is actually revived by Adi Shankara in 6th century. For ages, Akhada sadhus have protected the indigenous people from religious persecution and will always protected the indigenous Hindu temples, Hindu infrastructures, monasteries, gurukuls from attacks of Hindu terrorists. Akhada sadhus are human rights defenders and the first international peacekeepers of human civilization who maintain conditions for lasting peace. They are epitome of Traga, and their only purpose of existence is to protect Hinduism in all ways. In modern day, the role of Akadas is to provide religious, spiritual, and humanitarian services, and it is mainly to organize the largest religious Kumbh Mela. 13 Akadas come together today, and all of these Akadas are headed by a committee called Akhila Bharatiya Akhada Parishad, AGEP, and it is one of the most important responsibilities of Akhila Bharatiya Akhada Parishad is to organize the Kumbh Mela. And Kumbh Mela is the world's largest and oldest spiritual gathering. And in fact, the world's largest congregation of religious and pilgrims has been announced by UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity. As many as 100 million people from 100,000 indigenous religious sects gather every Kumbh Mela and bring discussions and debates organized by various scholars and learned activists of various religious and spiritual topics. So, we're just giving a background of how the akhadas are organized and who has organized it, and what is the current structure of akhadas. It is like I mentioned, these akhadas exist from 6th century onwards, and structurally they've gone through changes based on the needs that Sanatana Hindu wanted. So right now, one of the main important functions of these akhadas is to organize the Kumbh Mela, which is one of the world's largest spiritual gatherings. And right now there are 14 akhadas in the Akhada culture. The Mahanirvani Akhada is one of the most ancient akhadas of all the 14 akhadas. And the spiritual headquarters of this Mahanirvani Akhada is Allahabad or Prayagraj. And Mahanirvani Akhada was revived during the time of Adi Shankara himself and in Jharkhand, actually, with Kapila Muni as the deity. So, Mahanirvani Akhada has its headquarters in Haridwar and all the branches in various parts of India, including Nasik, Ujjain, and etc. Right. And now let's take a look at the whole parampara Parampara of Mahanirvani Akhada, the original source Hindu divinity, who manifested himself as the cosmos and formed all the various Hindu kingdoms, ruling and protected the enlightened civilization through the Akhadas. Now, from Bhagavan Paramashiva moved to Shivaganas, including Paramashiva's son Subramanya and Ganesha Bhagavan, and who are the direct disciples of Bhagavan Paramashiva, and from there to Kapila. And Kapila is the incarnation of Paramashiva and Vishnu, and he is the organizer of Akhadas, literally expanded these Akhadas into Akhada kingdoms, and he's the emperor of all the enlightened beings. Right? So, giving that constitutional authority to all these Akhadas, one of the important contributions of Kapila Mahamuni. And then we also have from Kapila Mahamuni, the lineage travels to Sri Adi. So he has revived and reorganized the Akhadas. So one of the very important contributions because as Sanatana Hindu Dharma goes through the persecution, every time there is a decline in the consciousness, every time the Dharma undergoes persecution, that is when the incarnations descend on the planet to revive the Sanatana Dharma and to protect the Dharma from the hands of anti-Hindu forces. So, from 5th century till now, Sanatana Dharma has gone through several attacks on these Indian places, and every time to revive and protect the Dharma, incarnations have landed and reorganized this entire Akara tradition according to the needs of the humanity in that time. So, from Kapila Mahamuni, Adi Shankara, Adi Shankara, across the whole of the Indian kingdom, he organized the entire monastic structure, and it is actually an unbroken lineage of Mahamandaleshwar. It's a very important point to know. Since Bhagavan Paramashiva, it is an unbroken lineage of all the enlightened masters. And from Adi Shankara moved to our own committee, the second part of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Parishad, who is the Sri 1000 Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. He is the current king and imperator in the direct lineage of Bhagavan Paramashiva, literally bringing legitimacy to ancient Hindu kingdoms, especially what we are seeing today is Mahanirvani Akhada. Yes. Uh, Paramashiva, the cosmic source and the ultimate divinity, started the most ancient living lineage of Adi Shaiva traditions and Sannyasa through Akhadas. And Paramashiva came down to the city of Varanasi with his empowered direct disciples of second ancient Bhagavan Subramanya and Ganesha, and from there to Kapila Muni, and from Kapila Muni to Adi Shankara, and from Adi Shankara to the 1000 incarnation of Paramashiva Swamiji. Right? So it is basically the entire Akhada Parishad. Akhada sadhus are all headed by the Akhada Parishad, which is an apex council body of Hinduism with a democratic selection structure. So it's very important point to know that this entire the entire structure of the Akhada Parishad is democratic, and with the spiritual leaders involving the members of Akhada. So Sri Kapila Mahamuni was the incarnation of Paramashiva and Lord Vishnu. The Sankhya philosophy has figured as the foundation of several indigenous religious sects, and he's also in a Sankhya Muni, and the Buddha in the lineage of Mahanirvani Akhada also known to be as Sankhya Muni. And Kapila Mahamuni is a patron friend and the reviver of Mahanirvani Akhada. And throughout the day, we have seen and learned the powerful cognition from Sankhya philosophy, which Swamiji has revived, presented in a user-friendly manner. So the entire essence of Sankhya philosophy, Swamiji has organized and presented in several sections, several discourses, which we have compiled and presented in today's course. And surely, so many of you were continuously sharing your topic cognitions and declarations from this Sankhya philosophy, which Swamiji has revived and made it user-friendly today. The most celebrated and revered in our Supreme Court is Swamiji, belongs to this lineage of Mahanirvani Akhada. Actually, 5,000 years before Krishna, in his ultimate teachings of Bhagavad Gita, he talks about Siddharam Kapilo meaning out of stages, Kapila is the best. So expressing a deep gratitude to the lineage, Swamiji is actually coming from that lineage. He has revived all the spiritual teachings of Kapila and organized it, presented it in a user-friendly manner that today's consciousness, today's human beings would need. And in the same lineage is what Gautama Buddha, and he also comes from this Mahanirvani Akhada. The reason why we know this, why we need to know this lineage is first it is our identity, right? Only when we know that lineage, we understand the identity. We understand Swamiji's contribution, how significant it is. It is not just a planetary initiative, but Swamiji has descended from this lineage. And from this lineage, Swamiji is reviving every single aspect that this particular lineage has contributed to the field realization. Just a small a brief about Adi Shankar. Some of the facts which you may not know commonly, which is, as we all know, Bhagavan Adi said, Sri Adi Shankara is the incarnation of Paramashivam, and he assumed the body in 8th century. And he has organized and unified the main thought currents that exist within the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which is one of the most important contributions of Adi Shankara. And he also revived and organized the Mahanirvani Akhada. He formally organized it with the democratic structure, giving the stability and the legitimacy to Hinduism. And he's also the 117th Guru Mahasmedhanam of Shamalapita Sarvani people in Madurai. So this is a very important fact. Swamiji is the 293rd Guru Mahasmedhanam of Madurai, and he is also the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. So after Shankaracharya, Swamiji is coming in the lineage of where
Okay, thank you. Yes. I'd like to complete with the participants for the small technical glitch. Yes. So coming to the contributions of Adi Shankara. So he was the one who has organized and revived the Mahanirvani Akhada, and he has formally organized the entire democratic structure of Akhada, of the entire Akhada Parishad, and he's also the 117th Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Adinam. So today's Swamiji is the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Adinam, and he's also the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. So after Adi Shankara, Swamiji is the only spiritual guru who's the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the southern India mutts, and also the Mahamandaleshwar of the Akhada, of the Mahanirvani Akhada, and Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Atalapija. So the spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akhada is also known as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar, and he is elected by the Mahamandaleshwars, and it is actually a lifetime position and responsibility. Currently, there are about 46 Mahamandaleshwars, and apart from this, there are actually administrative positions like Sachi, Sri Mahans, Kotari, Thanedar. Swamiji has replicated this entire structure in Kailasa. So that is one of the very important contributions of Swamiji, where the entire Akhada Parishad structure is replicated in the sovereign order of Kailasa. In every level, Swamiji has revived all the aspects of Hinduism. So reviving this entire structure of sovereign order of Kailasa is also a very important contribution in this aspect. And the top administrative body of the Akhada is Sri Panch Parameshwar, and he's actually representing the Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Shakti, Ganesha, so all the 5 deities. And this body is usually elected every Kumbh Mela by unanimous decision of a senior Akhada members. So Mahanirvani Akhada, as a direct representative, the presiding deity of Paramashivam, is governed the whole of the Indian kingdom from north to south, east to west, with its great ancient kingdoms starting from Himalayas, Kuru dynasties, Panchala, Gaya, Orissa, Central India. So it has a huge, it governed a huge number of provinces in India. So Swamiji is the Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akhada, which is directly governing the ancient Hindu kingdoms of all these regions. And in fact, it also spread across the southern kingdoms of Kanchi, Lanka to Saurashtra and Bharata in West India. So what we are sharing now here is the coronation of Swamiji, coronation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to the sovereign ecclesiastical spiritual throne of Mahanirvani Peetham as the Mahamandaleshwar. So here you can see the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, Sri Swami Vishwadevanandaji, and he, along with Swamiji on the right, and all the other sadhu monks are all there. And there, the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar is declaring Swamiji as the Mahamandaleshwar. So that is the ceremony, and that is actually happening in 2007. Yes, so it's a beautiful picture. There you can see on 23rd January 2007 in Kumbh Mela, Allahabad, where Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on the royal procession on the royal chariot of Mahanirvani Akhada. On the same day in the night, Swamiji is giving the darshan, raising the entire city of Allahabad with this darshan after being coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar. Yes, and this is also very important happening, where Swamiji is facilitated inside the Mahanirvani Akhada upon the return of the Shahi Snan. This is the royal bath, and you can see here the coronation of Swamiji as the as the ecclesiastical spiritual throne of Mahanirvani Akhada as the successor Acharya Mahamandaleshwar. So this is actually the official Pattabhishekam picture. This is happening in 2013 on 12th of February. Yes, so here Swamiji is officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar in the Pattabhishekam. So you can see here all the Akhada sadhus of Mahanirvani Akhada, everybody joyously celebrating this moment and coronating Swamiji. So as per the ancient customs of Mahanirvani Pita, Swamiji honored the lineage of Bhagavan Paramashiva and all the successors and mounted on the throne chariot, and he is actually grazing the entire city. So what we are seeing here is in 2014, a public address where Swami Dayanand Ji, Acharya Pita of Govinda Math, is extremely closely associated with Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. And he gave intimate details about the strong spiritual relationship between the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar, Vishwananda Puri, and towards Swamiji. So literally the entire Akhada Parishad revered Swamiji for all the contributions that Swamiji has done for Hinduism. Yes, and as per the Hindu law, even today, the Guru Vak is legally considered as a religious executive order in many cases. For example, in the case of appointments, the Supreme Court of India had said undoubtedly Gurus can make a nomination by deed or just by the word of mouth. The nomination of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the next Acharya Mahamandaleshwar that was also announced on 12th February of 2013. It was witnessed by the Council of Mahanirvani Akhada, including Swami Dayanand Ji of Govinda Math. So you can see here last few predecessors of Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. Yes, and today, so what we have seen so far is the journey of coronation, how Swamiji has coronated is being coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, and the royal lineage of Mahanirvani Akhada, where Paramashivam himself, as a 1008 incarnation, is presiding this Pita and reviving Hinduism to its original glory. And today we have speakers who is going to share their journey with Swamiji, witnessing the entire Kumbh Mela celebrations. So one of the important contributions of Swamiji in reviving the Mahanirvani Akhada is taking Kumbh Mela to the West. Kailasa is the only organization that has the legal rights to conduct Kumbh Mela outside of India. So in the countries like United States, Canada, Malaysia, Australia, and several places, Kailasa has conducted Kumbh Mela. And Swamiji has conducted huge gatherings, religious gatherings, and the religious conventions on Kumbh Melas over the years. So today we are having a participant today we are having a disciple of Swamiji who is going to share her first experiences of being in Kumbh Mela, how Swamiji literally poured his life, poured his blood in reviving this authentic Hindu festival of Kumbh Mela. Yes, Ma Shadarupa, would you like to share your journey of being with Swamiji in Kumbh Mela?
Nithyananda. Nithyananda. This is Ma Nitya Shadarupananda. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my experience. So in 2016, I had the opportunity to attend Kumbh Mela in Ujjain with Swamiji. It was the first program I attended in physical presence of Swamiji, and also the first time in India. And before that, I didn't have any background in Hinduism. So I discovered this whole tradition. I was just welcoming all what Swamiji was sharing because I didn't know anything. And I was really amazed by the number of people attending the program. The program was called Shuddhadvaita program. We were around 4,000 people in the campus, so it was quite amazing. And I was also amazed by the number of people gathering to the campus to visit Swamiji, to attend Swamiji's darshan. Swamiji was also offering anadan to many people. I have seen like thousand of people. I think at least 1 million people gathered in this campus. It was the most visited campus at that time. And for me, it was a very powerful experience because I discovered Sanatana Hindu Dharma experientially, directly, while attending the most amazing spiritual gathering. For me, the Shahi Snan, the sacred bath, was really powerful. Each time when I was going to the water after Swamiji, all the disciples were coming along after Swamiji taking bath, and I remember this feeling of being purified by the water, this feeling of like dropping all my karmas in the water. And during this whole program, we had many mandala processes. We were sitting in mandala, so can you imagine 4,000 people sitting in a mandala around Swamiji? Swamiji is in the center, and Swamiji is giving many initiations, many spiritual powers. And I discovered the power of Kundalini awakening at that time. And I remember seeing people jumping because of the Kundalini awakening. I was really impressed. Like, oh, whoa, what is it? What is happening? And we received many initiation, few initiation every single day. What was the most amazing for me was the tyaga of Swamiji, the hard work of Swamiji. Swamiji was literally giving everything to the people in the program and also to the people visiting the campus. He was giving very long darshan each and every day till at least 4 a.m. in the morning. Continuously giving darshan, continuously giving teachings to us every single day. And he also told us that at that time he was a little bit sick, at least his body was sick. But even though he was sick, every single day he was coming to give darshan, to give all the teachings, to give all the initiations. So this very amazing tyaga, I remember I was so amazed. I was feeling how it's possible to give so much to people. And one of the most powerful memory I had from this whole program, I stayed there for 5 weeks. The most amazing, powerful memory I have is when we had a cyclone in the campus, and all the campus of Kumbh Mela got this same problem. So a huge wind, many rain, lot of rain, and it was very dangerous at that time because the wind was very powerful. So we might have had some health issues, some accident, these kind of things. But even though I was really amazed by the cyclone, I've never seen cyclone before that. I remember that being with Swamiji, I was feeling completely safe. I was not afraid to get hurt, or I knew Swamiji was protecting all of us. So I was not afraid at all. And at one moment, after the huge cyclone, I remember we were all in the main hall. The water was almost everywhere in the hall. We were all sitting. It was half dark in the room. And suddenly, Swamiji came on stage and he started to dance. He started to dance, and I remember he was throwing his huge jatas in the air while dancing. And I will always remember that moment because I was having tears of bliss, tears of gratitude, seeing Swamiji, seeing Paramashiva himself dancing for all of us. And dancing at that time, after the big chaos, Mother Nature was like destructing everything with the cyclone. And suddenly, Paramashiva just dancing. I will always remember that memory. It was so beautiful to see Swamiji like Paramashiva, but also Swamiji with the innocence of a kid, so innocent, so pure, with so much unconditional love for all of us. This program was the first program to introduce where I was introduced to Sanatana Hindu Dharma, where I started to become Hindu. And I will always remember that program. I feel so blessed that I was able to attend this program in the physical form of Paramashiva himself.
Yes. Thank you so much, Shradrupa, for sharing the experiences. I would like to add a few things. So, like I mentioned, Kumbh Mela is one of the largest spiritual gathering of the world. And it is one of the most important functions of Akhada Parishad to organize Kumbh Mela. Since 2007, Swamiji has been organizing and being part of the major organizing and planning of this Kumbh Mela, whether it is in India or the organizing Kumbh Mela outside of India. Like I mentioned, Kailasa is the only entity that has the legal rights to organize Kumbh Mela outside of India. And this Kumbh Mela is not only largest spiritual congregation, it has so much of spiritual importance, spiritual significance, where the religious and the spiritual leaders from all around the world, all of them gather to celebrate this historic event of Kumbh Mela. And especially the Akhada Parishad, all the Mahamandaleshwar, Acharya Mahamandaleshwar, the entire sovereign order of the Akhada Parishad, everybody gathers together in Kumbh Mela. And the most important, like I mentioned, Swamiji has organized Kumbh Mela since 2007. And what we are seeing here is the beautiful celebrations of Kumbh Mela that happened in 2015, in 2016 in Ujjain. Okay, so Ujjain was one of the most grand Kumbh Mela that Swamiji has organized. Literally for more than 3 months, the preparations, day and night, the preparations used to happen in Adi Kailasa Saranyapeetham. From morning till night, throughout for the whole 24 hours, preparations used to happen. Then literally all the items that is necessary for displaying the grandeur of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, whether it is the Chettinad items of the Sacred Arts University, whether it is the temples, all the deities, just other than the deities in the Sanctum Sanctorum of Adi Kailasa and Nithyananda, literally everything else was taken from Adi Kailasa Saranyapeetham to Kumbh Mela space, and the grand temple was organized, and a grand program hall was there, and the accommodation for more than 5,000 people was organized, and Annadan, wow, every day literally 100,000 people used to be fed, 100,000 people every single day. And all these 100,000 people used to get one-on-one Kalpataru darshan from Swamiji. Swamiji used to initiate. So in 2016, all the Balasans of Nithyananda Gurukul, they all started manifesting superconscious powers of Paramashivam. So on one hand, in temple, the rituals used to be happening throughout the day for the entire 48 days of the camp. And on the other hand, all the Balasans used to be scanning everybody and then revealing, giving them the third eye solutions. I also remember stories like where the policemen used to come and take the third eye scan from the Balasans, and then they used to come to Swamiji and take his blessings, take his darshans, and take his selfie and post all over the social media and elsewhere. So the whole city of Ujjain was literally celebrating the presence of Magadar, where it was such a grand celebrations. Out of all the camps that was there, Swamiji's camp was the best. It was recognized and celebrated by everybody. So 100,000 people used to be fed. All these people used to take the darshan of deities and participate in the Homa, pujas, etc. And all these people used to take the third eye solutions from the Balasans, and finally they come and take the darshan of Swamiji. And we have so many footages where people used to flock around Swamiji and then take a selfie, and they used to grab Swamiji's hand to take the third eye initiation. So because they all are yearning for this one experience of third eye, right? One glimpse of third eye literally shows them Paramashiva. So they know that Swamiji is Paramashiva, and only he can, initiate their third eye. So literally, people used to hundreds and hundreds of people used to just flock around Swamiji and get the third eye initiation. And like what Shadarupa said, every day without fail, Swamiji used to come and sit. The darshans used to start probably at 6 p.m. in the evening, and it used to go till morning 5 o'clock. Every day, without missing a single person, Swamiji used to initiate all of them. It was such a grand celebration. And what you're seeing here is the beautiful Shahi Snan celebrations. Wow! So this is the most important event of the entire Kumbh Mela, where Swamiji is taking the dip, sacred dip in the Shahi Snan. And after Swamiji, all the other disciples are taking the blessings of the water that Swamiji took bath in. And so this is also very important event in the Kumbh Mela, where first the different camps. Actually, what happens is basically all the different akhadas come one by one to take the Shahi Snan dip. And it is usually the Mahamandaleshwaras and Mahamandaleshwaras are the first ones to actually come and take the dip. Swamiji was honored, and he was taking the Shahi Snan dip, and he got all the devotees and disciples of Kailasa. All of them joined with Swamiji. All of us joined with Swamiji to take this sacred dip with Swamiji. It was so powerful. Literally, everybody can feel that kind of extraordinary experience as Swamiji takes this historic Shahi Snan dip. You can see here, it's so powerful. And also, so like I was talking about the Annadan, right? So I'll just take a few minutes to cover all the significant contributions of Swamiji in terms of Kumbh Mela. So first is the Annadan. So 100,000 people used to be fed every single day. So there are so many beautiful sharings of people. In the interest of time, we couldn't cover it today. So there are so many interesting sharings by people where even if there was flood or rain, Swamiji ensured that all the participants were fed with tea, coffee, and 11 items food. There was not a single time when the kitchen was shut. So the whole Ujjain city had lots of natural calamities during that time. Literally, the whole camp was flooded. Even at those times, the kitchen was never closed. Swamiji ensured that every single being is completely fed. 100,000 people were fed every day. The whole camp was extremely busy, right from organizing the menu, right from organizing the groceries, right from organizing the equipments, whatever is needed to support this kind of mass feeding, right from the cleanliness, right from organizing the peacekeepers. Swamiji inspired all the volunteers. It was a huge volunteers team that was organized to facilitate this whole 100,000 people serving. So right from inspiring them, assigning the work, everything Swamiji did all by himself in 2016. And there are so many people who shared such fond memories of how Swamiji held the space and ensured that every single being is fed, and not a single time anybody felt hunger. And further to this, all the kids were all the kids of the Nithyananda Gurukul, everybody was initiated into at the time 250 plus powers they were all initiated to, and the participants who joined for this Kumbh Mela celebrations, more than 5,000 people from different parts of the world, all of us gathered, and Swamiji initiated us into 250 plus powers on that particular event, and so many Shivoham experiences, Shivoham sessions were all organized, and Swamiji conducted and initiated all of us. We had extraordinary experiences those moments. And like what Ma Shadarupa also mentioned about the when there was this when the Ujjain was experiencing this natural calamity, the whole tent was going to all the tents in Ujjain literally fell down. Swamiji literally saved the whole our tent, and all the participants, everybody saw the miracle, how Swamiji literally gave command in such a way that the storm did not happen in the place where we were. And immediately, right after that, Swamiji, just to reassure people that everything is safe, everything is good, he visited each and every spot of the Ujjain camp and ensured that all of them are feeling safe, rest, they are all assured. And once again started the mandala processes, and he was dancing and ensured that all of us had the best of the best times. And after after 30 days of this grand celebrations, Swamiji also ensured that every single property, every single right from nut and bolt, everything that was gathered from Adikailasa Savanyapeetham to Ujjain camp, everything was all packed properly and clean. Swamiji himself cleaned the entire place. Even if people did not, do it, Swamiji ensured that he was sitting there and cleaning the whole Ujjain camp, and made the participants and the devotees understand the value of service, value of volunteering, which is what yesterday I was sharing about, how Swamiji used to inspire the volunteers. That is what Swamiji was doing even in Ujjain Kumbh Mela. So there are such wonderful memories and wonderful contributions that Swamiji has done on this Kumbh Mela occasion. And this is just one Kumbh Mela, but they have so many. Since 2007, Swamiji has been reviving this ancient historic festival to its peak glory. So that comes to the end of this segment. One of the key messages that I would like to share with all the participants and viewers today is what Swamiji has created as Kailasa. It is not just spending money, or it is not by just buying things or anything. 30 years, Swamiji has poured his life, poured his hard work, one person at a time, one being at a time. If you take the contributions of Mahanirvani Akhada, it is such rich lineage Swamiji has descended, and reviving the entire Hinduism for its original glory. It is such an important contribution that Swamiji is doing every day, doing to the world. And reviving the Kumbh Mela, taking this Kumbh Mela to the West, and making Hindus celebrate this whole thing is one of the most important contributions of Swamiji. And moreover, is one of the most important contributions of Swamiji. And what we all need to understand is Kailasa is built by Tyaga. It is not by money. It is by Tyaga that whole Kailasa is built. Today, if all of us just make that strong declaration, I am going to do that Tyaga, whatever is holding you back from taking that step towards Saranyapeetham, let us make the declaration to do Tyaga. Your declaration to do Tyaga is going to give you a huge quantum breakthrough, right? And yesterday we were talking about the imperishable and perishable, really supporting our decisions towards the perishable, towards the imperishable instead of perishable. And today's session, we saw how inquiry, really helps us to be unclutched and really work for things that is permanent in our lives, eternal in our lives. Being part of Kairasa, being part of Savanyapita is the best way. It is the only way, in fact, to become imperishable in cosmos, to become one with cosmos, right? So all of us have this intention. Now the next step is, how are we going to make it happen? We are all thinking that we will take one step. Let us see if this happens, then I can do it. Life doesn't happen by negotiations, right? Cosmos doesn't work with negotiations. You take that first step. You take that quantum jump. Once you, because when you take the quantum jump, only if there is a karmic thought current shift, only if you're having a thought breakthrough in your thought currents, in your stuck patterns, only then you'll be able to make that effort, make that quantum leap. So only when you make that quantum leap, you will start experiencing breakthroughs in life. So today, let us all make that conscious resolution. You're not going to wait and do negotiations with Cosmos. You're only going to decide that, yes, I'm going to take that quantum leap today. Your decision to make the quantum leap will simply help you to experience that quantum breakthrough in your life. So let us all take that jump. Let us all take that decision by Shivaratri. All of us, let us take that resolution that we will manifest Sarvanyapita. So throughout the day, we've been declaring in several exercises. Now let us all declare this, right? All the participants and the viewers, we can all declare this. By Shivaratri, we will manifest the Sarvanyapita, and we will take efforts, right, to let go of the insecurities and establish ourselves in the eternal space, eternal bliss. So I request everybody to take this moment and start declaring in the Paramashivam book that you are going to manifest the Sarvanyapita by Shivaratri, which is next few days. Just your decision is enough. Don't even feel that it's too short. It is only your decision at the end of the day. Moment you decide, Cosmos is going to shower. So requesting everybody to take this moment to start declaring that you are going to complete the Sarvanyapita contributions. I'm sure every one of us have that intention. All of us have that intention. Now, how to convert that intention and manifest this reality of becoming the Sarvanyapita Ajman? That is what we are all working for, right? Every time when we see these contributions of Swamiji, one message is so strong, which is Swamiji never waits for things to happen. He involves himself. Yesterday, in the sharings, it is told that if construction people are not coming, okay, let me do it, right? He's not waiting for life to respond. He himself is happening. He himself is making things happen, right? So let us not wait for things to happen. Let us all make it happen. Let us all manifest wealth and make this Sarvanyapita happen. Let us not wait, okay, let this happen, only then I will take this step. No. We will stop these negotiations with Cosmos and take that quantum leap and decide that you are going to contribute towards Sarvanyapita. So yes. So at this moment, I would like to share with all the participants, being part of Sarvanyapita is the best decision every one of us can take in lives. Let us not even have any second thoughts. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to manifest. All these SDHDs are not part of you. Just make the declaration, take the quantum jump. Whatever you have, first put it and start your step. Start your significant step towards Sarvanyapita. Rest, everything will fall in its place. So today, let us all make this decision to become part of Sarvanyapita. Yes, and next we are going to be receiving the most auspicious moment of receiving the Bhavasamani Darshan of Swamiji, gracing us as the Vaidishwara Murti. And all the Paramashivam participants today, so many of you were manifesting powers, advanced level powers, so beautifully. And it's obviously because of the initiations, very, very powerful initiations, and the satsang that Swamiji is showering all of us into. So take this moment to share this journey of Mahaparamishivam to your friends and family. Let us all reach out, let us enrich the world with the gifts that Swamiji is giving. Mahaparamishivam is a 21-day program where all of us are going to mirror the super consciousness of 64 manifestations of Paramashiva, special initiations, special aushadas, special power manifestations, advanced level power manifestations, special jnana sessions. There are so much to learn and receive and contribute to the world through Mahaparamishivam. So requesting everybody to be part of it. If you're a viewer and you're still thinking about, okay, I also want to experience all these extraordinary possibilities, take that step today. Visit paramashivoham.org and register yourself for Mahaparamishivoham Season 2. Yes. So let us take this moment to register ourselves in mahaparamishivam.org as well as make that contribution towards Sarvanyapija. Everybody, Robert Ramaya, Majasika, Vinay Gar, all of y'all, let us not wait for things to happen. You make that step. Let us take that step today. Charita. Everybody, let us take that step today to contribute towards Sarvanyapija. We're not going to fill the intention, we are actually going to make it happen. Yes, so requesting all the participants to make that commitment to complete the Sarvanyapija contributions. Let your intentions become a reality. All the powerful cognitions that we are learning towards life, let us really apply and make it happen. So many of you have strong intentions to make it happen. Let us take that step that will break our SDHT, that will make us to have that quantum leap. Yes. And Yes. And whoever would like to request for a third eye scan, you can request now.
Nithyananda Paramashivam.
And I'll be answering you in the group. So requesting everybody, whoever would like to request for a third eye scan, you can post that messages in the group and I will answer to you in the group. And with this, we come to the end of this segment and let us all get ready to receive the darshan of Swamiji, who is going to grace us all with yet another powerful experience.
Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.